Male contraceptive relied mostly on non-hormonal type of contraception. The hormonal contraceptions were mostly used for women, but now various studies are under trial for development of pills and hormonal methods of contraception for men also. So the most relied method and most used method for men was the use of condoms. So in previous era, animal skin and intestine made condoms were being used, and later the plastic condoms were, and now latex and polyurethane type of condoms they are being used. But there are a lot of chances of failure of the condoms because of leakage, breakage, and slippage, and there are high chances of unwanted pregnancy. And there are certain other reasons also, like few women and men they have uh, 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 allergy to the latex or plastic or the lubricants that are being used in condoms. However, the most problematic thing associated with condoms is the failure due to leakage, breakage, or slippage. The second most used and the effective method is vasotomy, and it has less than 1% failure. And the method is being done now by even laparoscopy, that is by inserting a rod and then a camera and uh, identifying the vas difference and cut it and tie it through the threads. And but this process, it is a delayed process, mean it would take time during getting the infertility in this case, and until there is healing of these tubes, and then the reversibility with time decreases. If a couple or a man want to reverse this process, would become the chances would become less, and most of the men they would also develop anti-sperm antibodies if even the vast difference, the cut ends they are ligated. Even then the anti-sperm antibodies would make him more infertile. The other more the methods that are not very common are to provide heat to testes in order to damage the sperms. Their membranes because are sensitive to heat, so they would get damaged. Similarly, various sperm inhibition techniques are being used by using plant extracts and the uh, chemicals that would inhibit the uh, sperm and activities of sperms, their structures. So there could be use of certain antibodies for the inhibition of sperms even. However, these chemicals, the plant extracts, most of the plant extracts, they are not reliable. Their implementation is controversial, mean they would have side effects, drawbacks, and they also have less efficacy. So the chemicals that are used are also controversial, and they have the issues of efficacy. A method that is being tested for its efficacy is reversible inhibition of sperm under guidance. And uh, for doing this, uh, styrene malic anhydride, it is injected into vas deferens, and then it makes the blockage in vas deferens. When the sperms they come in contact with this blockage, they undergo stress and they would be damaged. so they cannot cross this blockage and reach to the penis for ejaculation. So it is the now under trials. So this is very promising method, reversible inhibition of sperm under guidance, and it also not produces the immune response. And then there are hormonal methods. In hormonal method, testosterone and testosterone gels, patches, and testosterone progesterone combination therapies are being used. And this all relies on the method that testosterone that is given from outside of the body would affect the uh, uh, hypothalamo-pituitary gonadal axis and would inhibit the release of FSH and LH, and that would result in azoospermia and oligospermia. So these methods, they are still under trial. Their efficacy is not well known, but uh, the testosterone progesterone combination therapy is uh, more effective as compared to testosterone alone. Gonadotropin releasing hormone based contraceptive therapies are also being used, and GnRH antagonists, they are being used to uh, inhibit release of GnRH in men. So this is again under trial, and